Hello students, so today we will discuss dihybrid test cross and chromosomal theory of inheritance. As we have earlier discussed test cross for monohybrid, here we will take dihybrid cross and it is performed to test the genotype of F1 plant. So earlier we have discussed that when we take homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive plant as a parent, the F1 progeny show dominant character, but the genotype was in heterozygous condition. So let's take the example as capital R small r, capital Y and small y as F1 plant. Test cross is performed by taking F1 plant and recessive plant, and we cross these two plant and test the phenotype. So because the recessive plant is in homozygous condition, it will produce only a single type of gamete, that is small r and small y. F1 plant is in heterozygous condition, so it will produce four types of gamete which are indicated here, and this single type of gamete of recessive plant have equal chance to fuse with any of the four types of gametes from F1 plant. So it will produce these four type of progeny, and all these four type of progeny are in 1:1:1:1 ratio. So if this ratio comes, then it will clearly indicate that F1 plant is heterozygous. If the ratio comes to 1:1, then the plant is homozygous. Chromosomal theory of inheritance. This theory was proposed by Sutton and Boveri. They worked on the behavior of chromosome during meiosis, and they found that the behavior of chromosome is much alike to that of gene. So as we have earlier discussed that during gamete formation, gene get segregated or separated as gene occur in pair. Likewise, that when meiosis occur, the chromosome also get segregated or separated during gamete formation. So according to this theory, it is said that chromosome and gene both are present in pair in diploid cells. Homozygous chromosome separates during gamete formation as the gene get separated. Now fertilization restore the chromosome number in diploid cell of the progeny. So this was the main outcome of chromosomal theory of inheritance, that behavior of chromosome and gene is much alike. Later on, uh, let's take the example to discuss the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Here four pair of genes are taken into consideration, and one gene is indicated as orange, one as yellow, one as green, and one as red. In first probability, when meiosis first occur, the homologous chromosome gets separated. So in two daughter cells, the two homologous chromosome are separated. When these cell divide, it will form four cells, and one pair of each homologous chromosome again gets segregated, and the combination arises as orange, green, yellow and red. So there is two type of gamete basically. In another possibility, the orange may get segregated along with the red chromosome. So here, when meiosis first completes, the two homologous chromosomes get separated, and here also two types of gametes are formed. So while taking the four types of gamete initially, four types of chromosome initially, we achieve four types of gametes: 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the actual mechanism how chromosome get segregated independently. Later on, Morgan and his co-worker worked on the chromosomal theory of inheritance, and they choose fruit fly, which is Drosophila melanogaster, as a experimental tool. Here in figure you can clearly see the picture of Drosophila. This bigger one is female and smaller one is male. So male and female differentiation can be easily done. But why they have choose the Drosophila? Because it is a suitable material for genetic studies. First reason. Second one, it is easy to grow in lab, and they can be grown by synthetic medium. They complete their life cycle in 2 weeks, so results can be taken in very short period of interval. A single betting results in a large number of progeny, so the validity of the experiment or data is increased. Clear differentiation of male and female, as I have shown you in the figure. So many type of heredity variation can be seen with low power microscopes, so no need to invest on costly machines. These are the main purposes why they have chosen Drosophila. So this is for all for now. In later class, we will discuss more about Morgan work.